Welcome to a world where darkness reigns and destiny is forged in fire. Hell's Heir, the dark demon within, takes you deep into a tale of bloodlines cursed by infernal power. In this chilling saga, a young heir discovers a sinister truth. A demon sleeps within, waiting to rise. Betrayals, forbidden magic, and a battle between humanity and hell unfold. If you're drawn to stories of shadow, sacrifice, and power, you're in the right place. Subscribe, like, and join us as we unravel the darkness behind Hell's Heir. The demon has awakened, and it's just the beginning. Hell's Heir, the dark demon within. Introduction. In the darkest corners of the underworld, beyond the reach of mortal understanding, a prophecy lingers in blood-soaked whispers. The heir of hell shall rise, but he shall carry within him not just the flame of damnation, but a war between light and shadow. That heir is Heir, the son of the demon king, born not of pure darkness, but of forbidden union, demon and celestial. His story is one of identity, rage, betrayal, and a descent into a war that threatens to tear both hell and earth apart. This is the tale of Hell's Heir, the dark demon within, a saga of torment, temptation, and the fragile hope that even in hell, a soul may still choose redemption. Chapter 1. Birth in Fire and Light. Heir was not born in the traditional sense. His existence was a violation of infernal law, the result of the demon king Azrakan's obsession with power beyond the abyss. He captured and bound Seraphiel, a fallen celestial, and from her unwilling womb came the child neither heaven nor hell would accept. Heir was forged in the crucible of chaos. From his infancy, he bore the burning mark of hell's royalty on his chest, glowing red during fits of rage. His eyes, however, betrayed his celestial blood, golden irises surrounded by violet flame. The demons who served Azrakan feared the boy, not for his power, but for what he represented, an abomination of balance. Hidden in the lower planes, Heir was trained as a weapon, taught to hate the light, yet drawn to it in secret. He would sit in solitude, staring at the cracks above the realm, where light dared pierce the infernal veil. Something inside him stirred, a longing he could not kill. Chapter 2. The Awakening. On his 777th year, Heir's dormant power awakened violently. A raid from a rogue demon cult seeking to overthrow Azrakan reached Heir's chambers. In the chaos, his bestial side took over, but instead of pure destruction, something unusual occurred. He wept as he slew. From the corpses, a voice echoed, the abyss, a sentient, ancient consciousness that dwells between realities. It whispered truths. You are not your father's weapon. You are a key, a fracture in the chain of fate. This awakening marked Heir's descent into self-discovery. With guidance from ancient relics and stolen books, Heir began to question his destiny. Was he truly bound to serve Azrakan? Or could he forge a new path, one never written in blood? The flame within him, once demonic, now shimmered with ethereal blue, the celestial light fighting for dominance. Heir wasn't just a prince of hell, he was a ticking time bomb. Chapter 3. The Breaking Chains. Azrakan sensed the shift in his son and feared him. The demon king summoned the infernal council, declaring Heir a threat to the 9 realms. They demanded his soul be sealed within the obsidian prison, a realm where time freezes and pain never sleeps. But Heir, now aware of his potential, refused to kneel. He fought the council's champions, unleashing powers both heavenly and hellish. Divine lances formed from infernal fire, wings made of shattered starlight. He fled the throne's city, plunging into the Void Rift, a realm between worlds, where forgotten entities wander. There he met Nasira, a void witch who had once served both angels and demons. She saw Heir not as a threat, but as a fulcrum. Through her, Heir learned of the Riftborn prophecy, that a child born of both realms would either bring annihilation or rebirth. Chapter 4. The World Above. Heir's journey led him to the mortal realm. Earth had changed in his absence, a world of cities, technology, war, and forgotten gods. But beneath its surface, cults still whispered of Hell's Heir. They worshipped him blindly, believing he would tear the veil and bring eternal night. He rejected them. Heir wandered anonymously, torn between his origins and a growing desire to protect this fragile world. He witnessed human kindness, sacrifice, and resilience. It moved him, but as he began to understand humanity, the celestial order descended. Led by Archangel Valen, a zealot blinded by doctrine, they saw Kael as an impurity to be purged. The battle that followed destroyed a city, leaving Kael mortally wounded. But it was not the humans who feared him. It was a child who placed her hand upon his heart and whispered, "You don't feel like a monster." The light within him surged again. For the first time, he chose not to fight for survival, but for hope. Chapter 5, The Demon Within. Kael's internal war intensified. The celestial side begged for peace, forgiveness, salvation. But the demon within screamed for vengeance, especially when he learned the truth of his mother's fate. Seraphiel had not perished, but had been chained for centuries, used as a source of power for Hell's war machines. He returned to Hell, uninvited. Hell trembled as Kael tore through armies, not for conquest, but for justice. He reached the core prison of his mother. She was barely alive, her once luminous form broken. When he touched her, his power fully awakened, not as demon or angel, but as something new. Kael became the Eclipse Flame, an entity bound by neither heaven's light nor hell's fire, but both. He turned to Azrakyn. The final confrontation had begun. Chapter 6, Father and Son. Azrakyn was more than just a king. He was the firstborn of the Abyss, a being of pure hate, molded over eons. He mocked Kael's duality as weakness, claiming, "Compassion is the poison of power." But Kael no longer sought power. He sought freedom. Their battle shook the infernal realm. Mountains crumbled, rivers of lava turned to crystal, the skies rained blood and stars. Azrakyn unleashed the chains of perdition, dragging Kael into the heart of Hell's core. But Kael answered with the spear of grace, forged from his own essence and the remnants of his mother's soul. In a final blow, Kael shattered Azrakyn's throne. The Demon King fell, not screaming, but smiling, whispering, "I was right. You are the end." Chapter 7, The Heir's Choice. The throne stood vacant. Hell begged for its heir to rule. The demons chanted Kael's name, but he turned his back on it. Kael destroyed the throne, ending the bloodline of Azrakyn. He released the enslaved, tore down the war engines, and opened the rift between worlds. The barrier between Earth, Hell, and Heaven was thinning, but Kael, now the Eclipse Sovereign, vowed to guard it. He took no kingdom. Instead, he formed the sanctum between, a hidden realm where beings of all origins could find refuge, learn peace, and heal. He gathered outcasts, fallen angels, cursed mortals, and wayward demons. He became a protector, a judge, and a symbol. But the war within him never ended. Conclusion: The Dark Demon Within. Hell's Heir, the Dark Demon Within, is not just a tale of demonic fury or angelic sorrow. It is the embodiment of inner conflict, the struggle between the rage we inherit and the peace we choose. Kael's journey is an allegory for the war within us all. We are born of contradictions, love and hate, fear and courage, shadow and light. Like Kael, we must decide whether we are bound by the past or destined to shape the future. His story ends not in glory nor damnation, but in balance, themes and symbolism, duality of nature. Kael represents the eternal struggle between good and evil within us. His character embodies the concept that identity is not defined by origin, but by choice. Redemption through suffering. The path to salvation is paved with pain. Kael's journey mirrors that truth, showing that even the darkest soul can shine when confronted with truth and compassion. Father-son conflict. The battle between Kael and Azrakyn is not just physical. It's the rebellion of free will against inherited fate. Faith beyond doctrine. The rejection of both demonic tyranny and angelic dogma reflects a deeper message. Sometimes, the right path lies beyond ancient orders and traditions. Final words. Hell's Heir, the Dark Demon Within, is a story of raw emotion, spiritual war, and a soul torn by the fire of hell and the grace of heaven. It's a myth for the modern world, where the demons we face are often the ones inside us. And just like Kael, we all have the power to choose. Thank you for diving into the darkness with us in Hell's Heir, the Dark Demon Within. If you felt the chill of the abyss and the pull of forbidden power, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the shadows. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What would you do if the demon within awakened? Turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next chapter in this dark saga. Until then, stay curious, stay brave, and remember, sometimes the greatest battles are fought within. This is only the beginning of the Heir's descent into darkness.